If you're starting a business, one of the biggest assumptions that you're going to make is how many customers can you expect at your business each day, each month, each year? And where do you come up with these assumptions? You just pull them out of the air? Is it just a random guess? Well, for a lot of our customers at Projection Hub who are working on financial projections, and one of the key assumptions of that financial projection is the number of customers they're getting, they are just pulling this data out of the air. And so we tried to find a way to help solve this problem. And I want to show you some tools that we have to help you come up with better, more realistic assumptions on these really key numbers that are going to make or break your business. And so I'm just going to show you here. This is just a screenshot from one of our financial projection templates for a restaurant. And you can see that, we have these assumptions about how long is the average visit, how many hours are you going to be open for lunch or dinner, and then what capacity, what percentage of your seats are going to be filled for that meal. And then ultimately, that's going to forecast the number of customers per month, per day, per hour, and so on. And a lot of times, clients are just putting some numbers in there and hoping for the best. But they might be investing hundreds of thousands of dollars or maybe even $1 million into this small business to get it started with just a hope and a dream on these customer numbers. And so I want to show you, before you cash in the 401k to start your business, do a little bit of foot traffic data research on competitors, nearby locations, proposed locations for your business, and comparable businesses. I'm going to show you that now. So we partner with a company called Advan Research to be able to pull some of this data. And so I'm going to pretend here that we are starting a steakhouse in Indianapolis, and we wanted to look up what our competitors were doing in terms of foot traffic. I'll show you the kind of data that we can pull. So we looked up Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, which would be a competitor in Indianapolis. We looked up their Indianapolis location here. And here's some of the things you can see. One, you can see how much space they're renting. So this is really valuable as you're thinking about how much space do you need for your business or your restaurant or your daycare center or whatever. You can find how much are your competitors renting. And then you can see how many visits did they get last month, and a graph of monthly visits over time. So you can see their seasonality trends, whether they're growing or shrinking. And for some businesses, you can even get an estimate of the average annual sales. And so for this example, we found that they were projected or estimated to get 1.94 million in annual revenue. And so again, this is super valuable as you're thinking about doing your own financial modeling and you're trying to put in assumptions about how many customers you might get. If your business model, if you can't cash flow, if that's what your projections show, you can't cash flow unless you have 8,000 customers a month, but your biggest competitor is only getting 5,000, maybe something's wrong with your model. It may not work. So again, just to show you another example, we looked up Sullivan's Steakhouse, another competitor to our proposed steakhouse in Indianapolis here, and they had roughly 6,000 customers a month, had much more square footage, and actually a lot more revenue as well. And you can see the monthly trend and traffic here as well. So these reports can be valuable, I think, for a number of reasons. You could always get competitor data, and I think that's super valuable. But you might also say, well, we're trying to open a bicycle shop, and there isn't a bicycle shop in our city, but there is a bicycle shop that would be similar, comparable to our city in a nearby city. And so we want to do a foot traffic report. We want to get an idea of what they're seeing, how much foot traffic they're seeing, because we think we can replicate it in our city. And so that is another great use of one of these reports. Another example of how you might use this report is, let's say you have picked a proposed location. You say, I think I want to rent this space for my business. I want to see what the business next door, how much traffic are they getting? Because maybe some of those customers that go to this business next door are going to come to my business as well. So this could be for like a strip mall location. If you want to understand how many people are coming to a particular strip mall, to give you some idea of how many customers you might be able to expect, I think that can be another really great use of this kind of data. Again, point of this video is just to tell you, hey, this kind of data is out there. Whether you work with us to help pull some of this data or you find data yourself on these proposed locations or competitor locations, I think this is just really important data to make sure you have as you're building in your financial model and assumptions around your business plan to get your business started. So hope this has been helpful. If you have questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out to us directly at support@projectionhub.com. And we do help companies with pulling these foot traffic reports. And so We'll put a link down in the description of the video below to go ahead and grab that foot traffic report for your location. We can pull that and work with you to do that. So looking forward to trying to help. Thanks.